Hello. Hello, YouTube. I only created this channel only a week ago. I been a very avid Facebook user. I've made 10,000 memes and hundreds of videos. But moving to YouTube video, hi. Maurice Daniels, aka I labeled myself Memes by Mo, Video by Mo, on Facebook. And hi YouTube. Made a Facebook video a little while ago where I bragged about buying $200 worth of food. But it's still mayhem and chaos in the grocery stores because damn, most of the stores' shelves are still empty. I managed to buy 6 loaves of bread, and then I managed to buy these ramen bowls. Maybe there's only 10 of these in the whole store, and it happens to be the hot and spicy. I guess some people don't like the hot and spicy, but I love ramens. You don't have to use the whole entire pack. You can use a little tiny portion of the pack. Then it's not so hot. Okay. So, damn, grocery stores. See people filling their carts full of meat all the way up. Meat. And you can't get the bread you want all the way up. They got a cart full of bread. I buy the multi-grain bread, even if it costs more. So I managed to buy 6, 7 loaves each time I go to the store because I only shop monthly. If I spend $200, it means that I want to live for a month. Let me do so. I'm on a permanent layoff. This coronavirus thing really disrupted, and it's a troll on society now. There's mayhem and chaos in the grocery stores. And nowadays, people are afraid to even remember the days when you put a scarf over your face like this. That, they think you're a robber or something. But in the stores now, people have their faces 3/4 of the way covered, and it's a normal thing now. This coronavirus thing, I'm only 1 mile away from the Detroit-Warren border, and they're nearing 1,000 deaths if they got that. Tens of thousands of cases. I don't know the statistics, but Michigan's kind of FUCK'd right now. I know a couple that are sick about it. Sick from it. The coronavirus thing. This mayhem, chaos, disorder all over. There ain't a single day that I don't hear ambulances and fire trucks and police cars go by. But you know what? I being an atheist, anti-theist, let me point that out first, that I'm atheist and anti-theist. So if you're a Christian viewer and you get your feelings hurt because I'm an atheist, anti-theist, and I'm not going to believe in your God, and I'm not going to coddle your feelings, if you get your feelings hurt, you can click it off now. But I'm an atheist, anti-theist, and then I do not endorse this book or advocate to use the words of this book. I'm an atheist. I use this book as a weapon against itself. It's all evil. It's all lies. I'm capital N-O-T. I'm not a pastor. I'm an activist against this evil, despicable book. Now I need to buy all the bread and meat and all the frozen vegetables and all the ramens that Mo loves. That Mo finds empty shelves up there. Empty shelves. I might have been buying $200 in groceries of the stuff that I can get, not all my favorite stuff. Maybe a few of my favorite things, but I bought a bunch of meat packets and a bunch of soups. lacking vegetables. You can't even find them. Let's stop the bitching and whining fest, because you know what? Jesus can calm the storm according to Matthew 8:26. Matthew 8, chapter 8, verse 26. And he said unto them, Why are you so fearful, you of little faith? Then he arose and he rebuked the winds and the sea. If you read the complete chapter, I'm going to have this storm story where it's storm. And Jesus says, Hey, no problem, you little faith. And he rebuked the winds and the sea, and there's a great calm. It's all calm. What if the winds and the sea are labeled coronavirus? Hey, complete calm. Hey, you wouldn't have like 1,000 dead in Detroit right now. You wouldn't have tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands in this country and throughout the whole world. You wouldn't, because, hey, your Jesus has special magic powers to calm a sea and a storm that is like a typhoon, hurricane, kind of tsunami thing. He could go into a hurricane, typhoon, or a tsunami. Your Jesus can. And he could stop it from happening. Then maybe tens of thousands of people won't die about it. Right. But he could calm the storm. No, I gotta buy toilet paper and all the ramen noodles and all the bread. And I'm gonna fill my cart up with steaks. But it could calm the storm. Mark 4. Mark 4, verse 39. And he arose and rebuked the wind and he said unto the sea. He could talk to a sea. He arose and he rebuked the wind. Hey, I rebuke you, wind. He could talk to a wind. You can. And he said unto the sea, I could talk to a sea. I'm going to talk to a puddle of water. I'm going to talk to a sea. Yeah, right. See how screwy this is? See, I, atheist, anti-theist, like I pointed out in the beginning of the video, and I think you figured it out, huh? So, I don't attack people. I'm attacking your belief system, and it's hypocrisy and all lies and evils. So let's go on. But the coronavirus, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands die. Really? They do. Really? You know what? Jesus said, I could rebuke the wind and the seas, and it's great peace and calm. Peace and calm. No. Quite a few times a day, every day, I hear ambulances, fire trucks, and police cars. How come? Because, hey, he's out there calming the storm. No, there's mayhem and chaos going around in society. He did not calm the storm. And how about the people who prayed about, don't let my grandma die? Don't let my grandma die. He could calm the storm. Don't let my grandma die, but grandma died, right? They could calm the storm. If you have faith, let me tell you, if you have faith, If you have faith, you could talk to a mountain. Before I get into this creation viewer, that you can actually talk to a big giant rock. A big giant rock will obey you and jump up out of place and splash into the sea. Matthew 17, verse 20. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed. Now the mustard seed thing, I would have to Google a comment about it because Jesus lied about the mustard seed. If I ever get complex in the video, it would happen, but the mustard seed is not the smallest seed of all. If you Google mustard seed, Google the smallest seed of the world, it's not the mustard seed. He lied about that. Let's get back to the mountain story real quick. And Jesus said, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if you have the faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, you could talk to a mountain, remove henceforth to yonder place, and it will be removed. Nothing shall be impossible unto you. Reminds me of when you got a traffic jam. I'm calling in late, boss. There's traffic jam. Be a half hour late. Well, traffic jams don't happen now because everyone's on. It's kind of like a house arrest here. I'm in the state of Michigan. We're on lockdown. We're supposed to have at-home restrictions. And I've been informed I got a permanent layoff from my job. And hey, Jesus didn't calm the storm. And I didn't move that mountain, the mountain labeled coronavirus. I couldn't even move that mountain, but you could talk to a mountain. You could say to a mountain, remove henceforth to yonder place and splash into the sea, and it will obey you. But hey, the mountain labeled coronavirus, I couldn't move it. It might be losses of jobs. Hey, landlords aren't getting rent. I'm beg of GoFundMe for food. Hey, what did your Jesus do? Hey, he said you could talk to a mountain. You can say to the mountain, jump up off from the ground and go splash in the sea. But hey, you didn't do anything about coronavirus. My grandma died. My father died. My mother died. You didn't do anything about it. You said you could move a mountain. Magic guy Jesus ain't doing nothing. Luke 17:6. Do you remember the story of Paul Bunyan, the lumberjack who cut down trees? This big giant guy cut down trees. He's a mighty hero, Paul Bunyan. Some kind of mythological story. Do you believe that shit? And let's talk about how if you have Jesus powers, why not be a tree trimmer? No problem at all. So Luke 17, verse 6. And the Lord said, if you had faith as a grain of mustard seed, another dumb lie, you might say unto this sycamore tree, be plucked up from the roots. It's plucked up from the roots. A sycamore tree is plucked from the roots because you talked to it and you told it to be plucked out of the roots. Really? And Be planted in the sea, and the tree will obey you. Ooh. Whacked. I think I believe that story. Do you think you really believe that story? Do you really seriously believe that story? You could prove to me that you could be a mighty lumberjack and say, pluck out of your ground, plucked out from the roots out of your ground, and you will jump into a sea, a tree, sycamore tree, in Luke 17:6, and Mark 9:23, which is before Luke, I believe. Yeah, right before Luke 9:23. Jesus said unto them, if thou canst believe, all things are possible. All things are possible for him that believeth. Jesus said, all things are possible for him that believeth. Mark 9:23. Right. Mark 11, verse 23. Oh, yeah, 11:23 of Mark. For verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, you could talk to a mountain. Again, it's another thing about how you can talk to a mountain. You really can't talk to a big fucking rock. Be thou removed and be cast in the sea. I tell this big, giant, huge mountain to a mountain could jump up off the ground and skyrocket into a sea. Really. Then Mark 11, verse 23. For be removed, cast in the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart. Do not even doubt that you can do it. You have the power to do that. But if the mountain is labeled coronavirus, well, you ain't doing shit for us, because tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands will die because of it. And you didn't do shit about it, about the coronavirus thing. Your magic Jesus didn't do anything about it. But he says you can move mountains and you can demand trees to jump up. You can demand mountains to jump up and do these fucking things. That these magical things where all of a sudden you splash mountains and trees into the sea. Right. According to my screen, I have one viewer. You can comment. Maybe if I get comments, I'll find that thing about the mustard seed. Put it in the comments. So how about you're going to dump your religion?